One of the cannons on display at Trophy Park in Norfolk Naval Shipyard was carried aboard USS Enterprise. Not that Enterprise, or that Enterprise, certainly not that Enterprise, but the steam sloop USS... No, none of those. The steam sloop USS Enterprise, which was built for the U.S. Navy in the 1870s. In some ways, this Enterprise had the career most like the Starship. For in 1883, she embarked on a 3-year round-the-world cruise under Captain Albert Barker. Their first stop was in Madagascar, where their mission was to investigate the murder of an American citizen. Turns out this American had gotten in league with a merchant who had cheated some of the locals. That didn't turn out well for anyone. But then the French Navy shows up and lands troops, and suddenly there's a diplomatic incident, and Captain Barker has to navigate it because the American government still recognizes the old government of Madagascar. Enterprise sails for Indonesia, and along the way they start seeing volcanic pumice floating by and huge logs and other debris floating in the water, and they come to discover that Krakatoa has erupted in one of the largest volcanic eruptions ever recorded. They render a bit of aid. Then they sail for the Chinese coast. They make friends with members of the Chinese Navy. And then the French attack again in the Battle of Fuzhou, and some of the friends they've made are among the casualties of that battle. And they sail elsewhere in Asia, traveling from port to port. They get to Australia and find that the American consular officer there had been a member of the crew of the Confederate raider CSS Georgia. Number 887 is a 9-inch Dahlgren. It was carried aboard USS Enterprise a little bit later after that voyage on another voyage of discovery. It was originally mounted on a iron carriage, much like this one. In fact, you can see Enterprise's 9-inch Dahlgrens in this photo of the crew practicing fencing, or this photo of members of the crew telling stories with each other. 9-inch Dahlgren number 887 was carried aboard USS Enterprise. It is an artifact of a time when the U.S. Navy sent ships out onto the world's oceans not to rule the waves, but to explore and meet the peoples of other nations, and frankly, to go where no American sailors had been before. USS Enterprise, sloop of war, ship of discovery.